and welcome to UMD News for this hour. I'm Shimelis M. Gebremichael. In the headlines, WHO Chief Tedros walking tightrope on Tigray. Witnesses say new fighting in Ethiopia's Oromia kills dozens. And now we'll move into the news in details. We invite you all to stay with the program. In the meantime, please do not forget to like and share our programs and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is UMD News with me, Shimelis M. Gebremichael, coming to you live via Horn Broadcasting Services, HBS, and through other social media outlets. First up, WHO Chief Tedros walking tightrope on Tigray. Dr. Tedros Adhanom the World Health Organization's leader, is in the rare position of heading a UN agency's response to humanitarian crisis in which his own family's survival is at stake. Tedros, 57, hails from Tigray, the besieged northern region of Ethiopia, gripped by fighting and misery for 2 years. AFP from Geneva quoted WHO chief as saying that the last week's ceasefire deal between Ethiopia's government and Tigrayan leaders raised hope that the brutal conflict in Africa's second most populous country could be nearing its end. The courageous choose peace, Tedros tweeted on Saturday. Give peace a chance. Globally recognizable as the face of the international COVID-19 response, Tedros frequently uses his platform to speak out on his homeland. The WHO chief, who was once a top figure in the Tigray People's Liberation Front TPLF, told reporters on October 19, "Yes, this affects me personally. Most of my relatives are in the most affected areas, more than 90% of them. But my job is to draw the world's attention to crises that threaten the health of people wherever they are. Since the Tigray conflict erupted, or the Tigray war erupted 2 years ago, the region's 6 million people have been virtually cut off from the outside world. With little aid trickling in, they face dire shortages of fuel, food, and medicines, and lack basic services, including communications and electricity." Recalling from the past, AFP also stated that Tedros was on the TPLF's 9-member executive committee until he was appointed to the WHO in Geneva. In addition, Tedros led the Tigray Regional Health Bureau before becoming Ethiopia's health minister from 2005 to 2012. When Prime Minister Meles Zenawi died in 2012, Tedros was seen as a possible successor as head of the TPLF and potentially, therefore, of Ethiopia, the report incorporated in its latest issue. Witnesses say new fighting in Ethiopia's Oromia kills dozens. Witnesses tell the Associated Press intense fighting between Ethiopian government forces and Oromo Liberation Army in the country's Oromia region has led to several dozen casualties in the past week. The report indicated the fighting in Oromia, the largest Ethiopia's federal state, intensified as peace efforts were ending a larger, separate conflict between government and Tigray forces in northern Ethiopia. According to the news piece, a witness in the West Wallagga area of the Billa said he saw bodies scattered on the ground following an alleged aerial attack on November the 2nd by what he described as a small flying plane or possible drone. It was a market day and students were leaving school, the witness said, speaking on condition of anonymity for fear of retribution. "I have lost count of the date, but several dozen people were killed and injured." Witnesses in recent attack in Oromia have blamed Ethiopian forces. A priest in Billa said his church members buried 11 victims of what he described as a drone attack. He said hundreds of people were injured and sent to nearby hospitals. The report added that the attack was followed by heavy fighting Sunday morning between Ethiopian forces and the Oromo Liberation Army in the town of Nakamte in the East Wallagga area. A witness said, adding that government forces retook control of the town in the afternoon. The spokesman for the Oromo Liberation Army, Oda Terbi, tweeted that the rebel group's fighters rescued over 120 political prisoners during an operation in Nakamte on Sunday. It claimed several regime military installations there were destroyed. Ethiopian government spokesman Legesse Tulu didn't respond to questions about the latest fighting. The government has accused the Oromo Liberation Army of carrying out mass killings in recent months. The Ola was once a military wing of an opposition party, the Oromo Liberation Front. Its members returned to Ethiopia in 2018 after Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed invited exiled groups and political figures to come back. However, the military wing detached from the party soon after and began deadly confrontation with government forces. The Ola asserts that it stands for the security and self-determination of the Oromo people, Ethiopia's largest ethnic group. Ethiopia has labeled it a terrorist organization. AFP's analysis is of the opinion that the conflict in Oromia is separate from the conflict in Ethiopia's Tigray region, but the Ola and the Tigray forces announced an alliance last year aimed at toppling the Ethiopian government. The report also recalled that a permanent cessation of hostilities in Tigray conflict was signed last week, and second round of peace talks is underway this week in neighboring Kenya, where UMD also believe that such a holistic approach of resolving the issue could bring about a sustainable remedy to the peace and security of the country. Well, with that, we come to the end of the news for today. This has been Shimelis Gebremichael here at UMD Media News. UMD's program comes to you via Horn Broadcasting Services, HBS, and through different social media outlets, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter alike. Please do not forget to like and share our programs and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching and have a good one.